Look at this landscape. This is the Siachen Glacier, widely known as the highest battlefield on Earth. Soldiers deployed here operate at altitudes pushing past 18,000 feet, where the ambient temperature routinely drops to -40 degrees Celsius. In this environment, the most immediate threat isn't the opposing army, it's the ice itself. Sudden blizzards, shifting crevasses, and massive avalanches claim far more lives on this glacier than actual enemy fire. The physical strain is obvious, but the psychological toll is what truly tests a soldier. Stationed in absolute isolation for months, surrounded by an endless, blinding white expanse, the human mind requires immense fortitude to keep from breaking under the pressure. With base camps and operational support located miles down the mountain, rescue or resupply is never a guarantee. A unit stranded at these heights relies almost entirely on its own self-sustaining morale to keep moving. Surviving Siachen demands a deeply rooted psychological anchor. The soldiers need a reason to keep their discipline sharp when their bodies are begging them to shut down. To secure that anchor, Indian Army units deployed on the ice have turned to a highly unconventional leader. Before any company moves up the glacier, official protocol dictates a strict ritual. The commanding officer must stand before a modest shrine, formally report his mission parameters, and ask permission to proceed into the storm. The officer is not speaking to a living general. He is briefing Om Prakash, affectionately known as OP Baba, a soldier who has been dead for decades. This is a highly structured, rational military apparatus, openly integrating the legend of a ghost into its official chain of command, using a spirit as a foundational shield against the terror of the ice. The story begins in the late 1980s at the Malawan Post, a remote outpost in the Bila complex of the Siachen sector. This is where a soldier named Om Prakash was stationed. During a period when the rest of his unit was away from the post, an enemy force attempted to breach the line. Om Prakash held the ground alone, engaging the attackers and successfully repelling the assault single-handedly. But when the fighting stopped, Prakash was gone. Exhausted and disoriented in the immediate aftermath, he vanished into the treacherous terrain, swallowed by the elements, likely the victim of a sudden snowstorm or a hidden crevasse. Search parties scoured the glacier for days, but the ice offered no answers. His body was never recovered. That lack of closure left a heavy psychological void for the men left behind. Without a physical loss to mourn, the historical fact of his bravery began to blur into a localized myth. In the weeks following his disappearance, soldiers stationed along the glacier started reporting strange occurrences. Many woke from vivid, recurring dreams of Prakash. These weren't standard stress nightmares. The troops claimed the spirit of OP Baba was giving them precise warnings, detailing impending avalanches, newly opened crevasses, and approaching blizzards up to 3 days before they actually happened. When storms hit exactly as predicted, entire units credited these premonitions with saving their lives. The missing soldier became the glacier's omniscient lookout. Today, that belief is institutionalized at the Siachen base camp. A multi-faith temple known as the Sarv Dharma Stall stands at the edge of the ice. Incoming units write their mission details in physical logbooks and tie brass bells to the shrine, formally reporting for duty to OP Baba. In exchange for his protection, the troops adhere to a strict self-imposed code of conduct in his name. While deployed on the glacier, soldiers abstain entirely from alcohol, tobacco, and often meat. Through these shared, rigid rituals, the isolated troops transformed the memory of a fallen comrade into an omnipresent guardian spirit, one who now dictates the daily rhythm of their military life. If we step back from the supernatural claims and look through the lens of survival psychology, the legend reveals its true utility. The environment is designed to kill you, and that reality induces a paralyzing fear. The shared belief in an ever-watchful, benevolent guardian provides the exact psychological comfort needed to offset that dread and keep soldiers functioning. Indian Army units have intense diversity, with Hindu, Sikh, Muslim, Christian, and Buddhist soldiers serving side by side. Funneling these backgrounds into a shared reverence for a neutral figure like OP Baba creates a collective identity, maintaining unit cohesion under extreme stress. Furthermore, the self-imposed rules the troops follow out of respect for him, sobriety, dietary restraint, and heightened physical alertness, are the exact behaviors required to survive a negative 40-degree environment. Whether Om Prakash is actually patrolling the ice as a spirit or is a product of psychological necessity, the effect is the same. On the world's highest battlefield, this collective faith is a critical tactical advantage.